time island tour video, but also a craft because it's a craft channel. Surprise! I knew this video was gonna be half island tour and half a craft of some sort, but I didn't know what craft yet because I couldn't decide. So I went to Twitter and I said, help, and you guys picked this. So that's what we're gonna do. But first, island tour time, so. When you first walk off of the pier, there's a little welcome sign that I made. I also made the little flooring, which may be most of the reason why I thought I needed a second lobby to wait for people. There's my little cafe, and then here's my little workstation to craft things. I decided to put this here because my house is actually on the far end of the island. So, bleh. And then here's my town square. Just got some shrubberies. Kix is here today. And then before I forget, this little top part here. It's just an incline that I thought would be cool, but now I don't really know what to do with, so. And then there's Meringue doing her daily walkies. Love her so much. This is just where I keep all my extra hybrid flowers. They're in there with a fountain. I don't know. And then over here is my nook shop. And then this, I had this idea that I thought would be really cute to have a parking space for the nooklets, and it like they rode their bikes to work, even though I'm pretty sure they live inside the store. Pretend they don't live in it, it's fine. However, I didn't have any bikes at the time, so I didn't realize that they parked at an angle, so the parking spaces are straight, but the bikes are not. And then this is my Able Sisters. I put a little sale sign out front, and then I tried to make it look like they were having like a clearance sale of all the ugly clothes they couldn't sell from last season. And then over here is my elderly villager who I just got, and I'm so ridiculously happy to have him. He was one of my main ones that I wanted, and I finally got him. Oh, it's Dopey. And he's currently in the middle of trying to solve a murder. I guess B's helping, I don't know. But yeah, he's definitely trying to figure out who done it. And I love him. But he is indifferent to the love. But anyway, yeah, I just tried to make the outside of his house look like someone who's in the midst of solving a murder's house might look like on the outside. But I put his house separate from the other villagers, which I'll show you in a minute. I just thought since he's the elderly villager, he might perhaps want a house by himself where he can't be bothered unless he decides he wants to be bothered. So there's that. And then this is just a little walkway to get to my museum, which I didn't realize until just now that these move. What? I don't know if I like that. Here's a little walkway up to the actual museum. Got another little statue there. And then this is kind of like my botanical garden arboretum situation where I've taken each color of flower and put them around a tree. It's really cool because a lot of butterflies and bumblebees and stuff spawn over here. And then past that, got a little tanuki statue. And then since this is the only place that I have my bamboo out, I thought it might be nice to just have like a little Zen garden type situation. Then I got my duck pond with my very vicious snapping turtles. And then one of each kind of shrub. I've probably repeated a couple over there, but that's fine. This bridge just leads back behind the store, and it matched the Zen garden, so I thought, you know, just put the bridge there. Then my campsite sign, little picnic area, and this is my actual campsite. And then up here is kind of like a sad attempt at a planetarium. I don't know. I got the DIY for a moon and I was so excited. I just made it and didn't really have any plans. So this is as far as I've gotten with that. Here's just a little step down to the little beach where Red parks his boat, just to make it more convenient for me, really. And then this is my orchard where I have all of my little fruit trees and just some goofy little signs I made. They're supposed to be the letter O, but they're made out of fruit for orchard. I don't know if that's lame or not, but I did it. So there's that. And then this is just the outside of my house. You can kind of see the chaos below my house, which I'll mention in a minute. There's that. And then this is my unintentional rock garden situation. I did not mean for them to spawn all together in one spot, but I gotta be honest, it is super convenient. And then this is just a little heart. It's like one of the only good things you can do with a diagonal space. And then this bridge just leads to the botanical garden. And then here is the mess that I have recently created. I had fun making this, but I'm probably not gonna keep it up all year. This is probably just gonna be for like a month or two. And then some more extra flowers, my giant bear, and my lighthouse. And then if you come down from the big bridge in the middle, you end up in the neighborhood. So we've got Tybalt's house and Victoria's house up top. Down here we've got Flora, Claudia, and then Meringue's house. And then I still need to kind of figure out what to do with this space here, because I've moved these houses around a little bit. And then we've got Raymond here. And then we've got Diana here. She's another one of my new ones, and she is just, I mean, look at her. And then down here we've got Bee and Scoot. And then down here it's just like a little mini beach kind of situation with just one chair and a little radio. If you go across this bridge, you'll end up on the other walkway to the carnival again. And that is my entire island. There we go. That's my island. So now it's time for the crafty part. For this particular character, I decided I would try to do a paper craft. However, I did not look at the colors of scrap of paper that I had before I decided on a color palette. So I'm just going to use some acrylic paint and create the palette and just paint over the scrapbook paper. And then after I've got the colors pretty much sorted out, I'm just going to block in the basic shapes with pencil. And then from there, I'm just gonna figure out in my head pretty much what pieces need to be separate. And then just start blocking in the main colors for the character. I thought about not mentioning what animal it is and just see if you guys can figure it out, but honestly, as soon as I started blocking in the ears, I feel like you guys figured it out. It's a red panda. There were a lot of animals that I thought about doing before I decided on this one. I don't really understand why there's two categories of bear, but we have no bats or sharks or any kind of lizard, really. But also an entire category of anteaters? Like, did anyone ask for anteaters in this game? Rant over. I'm just angry. I genuinely didn't realize until this moment that this color palette is shockingly similar to something else. Oops, we're gonna run with it anyway, we're already here. And because I prefer using thinner acrylics, sometimes they work to my disadvantage, like now, when I need to make several layers just to get an opaque color. And then once everything's dry, I'm just going over it with one of my micron pens so that I have a guideline for when I need to cut out the pieces. And then also drawing in the face details. And now that all of the body parts are done, I'm just gonna block in the color that I'm gonna use for his sweater. And then this is basically just kind of like a frosted piece of plastic that I'm gonna use for his glasses. And then this is the point where I decided I didn't like the eye shape, so I tried to erase it and messed up the face. So I'm just gonna cut it out and keep the mouth and the ears, but redraw the head and then just glue everything back together as if nothing has happened. And then just quickly repaint the face and cut out the rest of the body parts. And now that we've got the largest piece of the body cut out, I'm going to use that as a stencil to figure out how large the sweater needs to be and also the sleeves. And then we're just gonna cut that out and add some details with a Posca pen. And gluing it onto the body as well as attaching the arms. And then I'm also gonna use the Posca pen to do the rim of the glasses. And then just adjusting the head shape because it was a little bit too big. And glue the mouth on. Adjust the sweater because the turtleneck was too high up. And then glue the face on and the ears. Redraw the eyes carefully so as not to smudge. And then draw the little monogram on his sweater. His name's Reggie, by the way. Let me know in the comments what personality type you think Reggie is. And then very carefully drawing the little bridge of the glasses and gluing the glasses on. And there is Reggie. I'm not gonna lie, I do wish he was in my game. But that's Reggie. And that's also the end of this video. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And I will see you in the next one with, I don't know yet, but we'll find out together. Bye.